you knew about Hera Hub for a while. We had met about a year ago.
Yes.
And, and you, I think, had even come in for, a quick tour after that, maybe met with Lisanne. Did you have any, I guess, what was kind of going on in your mind? Did you have any of that, like, I'm not quite ready yet type of feeling? And tell me about that and what was going on.
Yes, I actually did. There was a bit of that. During the tour, I would see that there are women who have office space here, and then the co-work space. And while it is very lovely, I think it's the organization that you have, such a top-notch level of like onboarding, which you don't know until you actually join, but it is very polished. Just seeing the members and the variety in terms of business and experience, you are like, whoa. Do I belong here just now? Like at this point? So that's interesting because I did feel a bit of that as well. So at the time when I met with Lisanne, I had checked out a couple of other workspaces and met you ladies, and then kept hearing Hera Hub from other women. And so, I made the right choice. Finally, it took about a year.
Well, so talk about that. I mean, and I want to just unpack what you said a little bit more, because it's really insightful of kind of like, I mean, what I'm hearing you say a little bit is like, I gotta, let me go step up my game and then I'll come back and engage, right?
Yeah.
Tell me more about, feelings or thoughts, or what did you feel like you needed to pull together before you were ready to engage, and why, I guess.
Yeah, I know, because there's really nothing different.
We're getting into deep psychology here, so.
So I didn't, because I haven't done anything extra to prepare except to go through life. As I had been going.
Yeah.
So it's just a mental thing. I don't know. I think it's just a matter of women. Women has been, we have been in situations where things haven't gone the way that we had planned. Maybe there's friction. Maybe, I don't know, you just didn't feel like you're part of the cool crowd. And I think there's one aspect of Hera Hub being the cool crowd, and they're being like, oh, maybe I need to step up into it. Possibly. For me, there was a layer of that, but then how am I going to really utilize the offerings? I was trying to decide which level I wanted to enter into first. So I think with deciding, deciding, just doing it helped me. Just to make the decision.
Exactly. Right? Just do it is the answer to the question, right? Can I ask, when you looked at some of the other co-working spaces in the area, what were your thoughts? What were your feelings? How did you kind of position Hera Hub against the other offerings in the market?
The focus on women. There's one not far from here, Common Grounds.
Just down the street.
So they have a pretty swanky space, right?
Yeah.
And I hung out there for a week, and it was nice. They do some evening events as well. But it seemed very, people who knew each other, it seemed very cliquey.
I see. Okay.
It just seemed cliquey to me.
No, that's fair.
And it's great. It's a great space, and it's wonderful, But I think in terms of Hera Hub compared to them, and there was another one that was a bit smaller, low key, and so quiet. I'm like, who's in here? Like, do people come? Because a part of it is just to be around.
Community.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was another one. I can't remember the name, but it doesn't matter. But that was that. And so coming here with the focus on women and just having things built around helping you to elevate yourself was key. That stood out. And that you guys are really diligent with the community. It's not just here. You got online, you've got the Facebook page, and then you always, it just seems like there's a never-ending, resource, and there's always lots of opportunities to join in. If you'd like.
Yes.
And that really stands out. That's really important.
Awesome.
Having these conversations with people who, entrepreneurs who are very excited about their business, and they come in and they have this conversation, and then getting them to understand the benefit and the value and the time sensitivity to just coming in and just joining. And so I actually see that akin to wanting to be saved before you go to church. I know that's a little politically incorrect, but it's like, I'm going to have my ducks all in a complete row, and then I'm going to come into this member community that's going to support me, and that's great. And yes, absolutely come, because we have members who are at all levels of the maturity of their business. But how much further along could you get if you were to step in at the onset, have your idea, have confidence in the fact that you're going to sell this thing or provide this service, and then throw some support around yourself. Get that care the same way that you, if I can say this, the same way that you get child care for your child. See this as something that you're birthing. Get support around it to ensure that it grows in as healthy, as fast, as effective, as efficient a way as possible. And so I that's one of the things that, when I am speaking to people who are potential members, one of the first, what I understand is it has nothing to do with Hera Hub. Hera Hub works.
Yes.
We know it, it's tried, it's true, it works. The program works, the community works. The issue that I believe happens is that not joining is more of a fear of committing to the process of actually growing a person's business. And that's the thing that I think potential members, that's kind of that turning point, of making that decision that, yeah, I'm going to commit. I mean, our prices are reasonable. The value is incredible.
Yes.
And so the only reason that a person would wonder about whether or not they should join is to make the decision to go off and have the overhead of their own space, which is great if that's what you choose to do, or to get out of your house or out of the coffee shop or out of the bar counter and just come and take advantage of the community.
It's come as you are.
Yeah.
We are all learning every single day. I've been an entrepreneur for 14 years. I learn something new every day from the community, from what's happening here. You never have it figured out. You never will as an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
And frankly, if you want to have it all figured out and be able to walk away, then you should not be an entrepreneur.
Because you're done. Exactly.
So show up where you are. Show up open and vulnerable. That is, frankly, I don't want to say a demand, but what we ask of our members is, we're here to support you. We're here to connect you with other amazing women and a few good men who have done it or doing it. It's part of the process, and getting support early on in your business is critical. I talk to dozens of women every single month who say, I wish I would have joined earlier. I went off and whatever I did over here, I made a ton of mistakes, found so many challenges in so many different ways. Had I just engaged and found that tribe early on, I would be 20 steps ahead of where I am.
Absolutely, and that's what I find. And even members who maybe come and then decide that no, they want to go off and try to do it on their own, 9 times out of 10, they reach back out, they come back in, they come back home, and they come back talking about how much easier it is.
I like to say it takes a village to raise a business.
It does. It does.
As it does a child.
Yeah, and we would, most women who have children would not leave, we don't think twice about throwing support and resources around our child. And, and it really is, it's different obviously, but it's also the same, in terms of the amount of, taking care of yourself. And I think if you have a dream and if you have something that you did it, Felena.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have a dream,
invest in yourself.
Yeah. If you have something you want to
business.
do, invest in it. Invest in yourself and watch it flourish. And you may stumble a little bit. It's like learning how to run. You'll stumble. There are days where it sucks, and it's hard, and and you're.
We have members that come in, and that's how open and frankly vulnerable we are.
Yeah.
That they'll come in and sit down in your office and be like,
I think I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel. And it's like, what are you talking about? You just signed like the biggest contract of your entire, entrepreneurial career last week. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. And I get up and go out and keep moving.
Yes.
I have been a member of Hera Hub for only, at this point now, 3 years. I went from being a member and working in my garage to to coming here and working through Hera Hub, which was difficult for me because I'm an introvert and I just want to be by myself. And thankfully, here at the Carlsbad office, then one of the permanent offices opened up, so I was able to really take roots and stay here. But most importantly is the support from the women, the access to professional women in so many different areas. All of these different things I'm using to run my business, whether it's insurance or this or that, or the resources are here. The free workshops are incredible. The ones that you pay for are the best investment that you could ever make in your life. So don't just come here to get the free stuff, but invest in the workshops as well. Because investing in those workshops changed my business, it changed my trajectory. It helped me to take all of these concepts and ideas and dreams that I had and make them an actual reality and put them into play and put them into place and learn how to do it as a professional businesswoman. So I owe Hera Hub everything, and literally I owe Hera Hub everything. With where I am in my business today, I would not be here today if it were not for the women, if it weren't for the leadership that's here, if it weren't for the resources that were here, my business would not be where it is today. So I took the idea and now it's real.